Hello there and welcome to another Moaning Show. My name is HED01 and I'm your host. In this particular edition of the Moaning Show, I would like to talk to you about copyright claims and deletions. Now, before I get started, I will tell you that this particular episode is going to be a little bit shorter than the previous ones. No particular reason, it's just a simple fact. There's only one or 2 points I'd really like to make compared to previous videos. So here we go. Again, I've made a couple of notes. It's not tremendously detailed, this one. But if you post something online, like I've posted this Moaning Show for you to watch, I have a right, as its creator, so to speak, to the copyright. Now, copyrights cost money, and that is something I have very little of, having the year that I've had. But that aside, I am the creator of the Moaning Show. It's not tremendously successful. I've not got many subscribers, but I do have a somewhat dedicated fan base, for which I thank you for. That's not what I'm moaning about. I'm moaning about the fact of, say, like, I'll take the example of why I'm posting this particular subject. I'm from England, okay? So hence, I am an England supporter in international sporting events. I support England when it comes to football. I support England when it comes to rugby. I support the European team in the Ryder Cup, in the recent Solheim Cup. Okay? I am from England. Okay? I supported England watching them throughout the Cricket World Cup, mostly highlights, but the final was on free-to-air television. The final was won by England in dramatic fashion. I'm not going to go over the details. This is explaining about what I did after England had won the World Cup in cricket. Okay, we are world champions in 50 over cricket. World fucking champions. Just think about that for a second. We are the best in the world at 50 over cricket. You know, the World Cup's been going since the mid to late 70s. England won the World Cup. I went on social media, copied the last ball, I think it was, from a video on YouTube or something, pasted it onto Facebook saying, yes, we won the fucking World Cup, yes! And it got taken down, or it got a copyright strike, because there was some audio in it that was owned by somebody else. I queried it. I went in and said, what audio? And the specific audio played was a piece of commentary. Fucking commentary! And I was bewildered as to why this was not being displayed on my homepage. I was celebrating my national team, the country of my birth, winning an international tournament, and it got copyright struck. It got blacklisted. Said only you can watch this video. So I took it down. I thought, what's the fucking point in that? And I was bewildered. I moaned about it immediately on Facebook. I've had to take down my celebration video of England winning the World Cup cricket because there was a copyright against it. For commentary. There was no music playing. It was fucking commentary. And that pissed me off to the nth degree, enough for me to make this short video this time. I'll tell you why I should be annoyed about this. I was celebrating a success that won't come every single year. Okay? I am celebrating a success for a national team, my national team, okay, winning a prestigious sporting trophy, a prestigious sporting tournament. All right? I am celebrating because out of everything that's happened so far in 2019, and this is coming out mid to late September, okay, recording it a little bit earlier, obviously, I have had a shit year, okay? I'm only just turning things around. At the time of recording, I'm back at work, thank God. I am back to beginning to return to my normal self. All right? And England winning the Cricket World Cup is one of the highlights of my year, okay? That's how shit my year has been. And all I wanted to do was say, this was the moment. England won the World Cup. England won cricket. England was successful in something. All right? Because our football team, as good as they are, and they are quite good at the moment, I doubt they're going to win any trophies in the next, say, 2 to 10 years. I might be wrong. I hope I am wrong. But as far as cricket is concerned, we are probably not going to win that trophy again for another 20 years. I wanted to celebrate that success, that victory. And all I got was, no, can't share that. Fuck off. Just fuck off. Yes, people do have a right to protect intellectual property, or IPs as they're known. But I think there's a difference between someone like myself who only just wants to celebrate something, or if you're a big enough fan of something for a reason, you'll do something about it. You might produce what's called a let's play of a video game. It's like, yeah, I'm really good at this. I want to express my opinions and thoughts about it. Okay? There's a difference between that and people, stealing your intellectual property for their own profit. Now, the Moaning Show, as unfortunate as I would like, I would love each Moaning Show to make me £200. Each Moaning Show. I would fucking love that to the nth degree. But I'm realistic. It's not big enough to make £200 per video. It would be brilliant if it did. All right? But at the same time, I posted that video on Facebook not to make money, which is probably why it was had a copyright strike against it. You don't have the rights to this material. You won't be able to let anyone else see it. So fucking what if I don't have the rights to post the video? I'm not in that for profit. There are people out there in the world that will try and do that sort of thing. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I'm a fucking fan. And that pissed me off so much. You could see in my face how angry I still am at it. It's ridiculous. And it leads me on to my final question this week. In my opinion, yes, you should be able to use material that's not yours, that's copyrighted. If you can prove that you're not making any money from it, fucking easy for the Moaning Show. If you can prove that you're not using it for personal gain, then why the hell not? At the start of the last 3 Moaning Shows, you have heard at the start of the video where it says filmed in Monavision, an excerpt from the beginning of every single episode of the 1960s television kids series Thunderbirds. It is a 4-second piece of music, okay, which is perfect because the style that I've written Monavision in is based on Thunderbirds filmed in Supermarionation and filmed in Vidicolour, okay? That is a tribute to Thunderbirds from me. I grew up watching Thunderbirds. I think it's one of the greatest creations of all time. as far as entertainment is concerned. Now, I know something along the lines there is a copyright violation if you use more than 7 seconds of audio or video material or something like that. Now, with that in mind, I didn't know how long this short piece of music at the start of every Moaning Show was going to be. It turned out to be 4 seconds. Not a problem. If I'm asked to take that particular, all these 3 videos down with that particular bit of music in it, I will do, and I will repost them with no music whatsoever at the start of each video, because everything else is my property as far as the material is concerned. Now, should anyone else come up with a weekly video series complaining and moaning about things, and it's exactly the same as mine, then I will go, hang on a minute, that's my property, that's my idea. You're slightly more successful, or you're more successful because A, you can film it better, B, you might have better recording equipment, C, you might have more time and ability to pop up, bits on the screen like some YouTubers do. I don't quite know how to do that yet. People put graphics in the videos. It might be a bit easy. It might be something simple, like just putting a logo or something on Windows Media, Windows Movie Maker or something like that. That's how I'm producing these videos. I'm not, I haven't got much money, so I have to use the basics. But at the same time, this is my intellectual property. Those 2 words again. But at the same time, if someone were to use my content, I wouldn't be annoyed. I'd be like, fucking hell, someone's using my stuff. Brilliant. But that's what I'm trying to get at. If you can prove you're not in it for your own gain, all right, you might want to get a few more views, by posting a clip of, for instance, in this case, England winning the World Cup, then I think you should be able to use that. And I think it's fucking terrible that I can't. I couldn't share my joy of my country winning an international sporting tournament. It's like, if I was a big fan of Lewis Hamilton, I couldn't share my joy of him winning the World Drivers' Championship in Formula 1. I'm not a massive fan of his, but I'm a fan of his accomplishments. He is easily the best driver. All right, he's in the best car, but the same rule applies. I couldn't share that celebration. I wanted to post a video, I think, about shortly before I went down with my problems this year, my health problems, of Thunderbird 2's launch. Going back to the Thunderbirds fandom that I spoke of a couple of minutes ago. I wanted to post a video of the moment where Thunderbird 2's pilot goes from the area in the lounge down the slide, selecting what equipment to use, moving out, raising and launching. Probably about a 3 to 4 minute video. I couldn't post it because I would have captioned it with something along the lines of, this was my childhood, what do you think, or something along those lines. As soon as I posted said video, I got asked to delete it because I didn't own the copyright. And it was like, all right, fuck you, I couldn't give a shit, I was angry, obviously. But at the time, I was also thinking, I'm a fan of this. And the owners of this intellectual property don't want me posting their trademarks and copyrights on social media, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you use. And that's what I think is wrong. If you're a fan of something and you're not doing it for personal profit or gain, what's the harm? You're getting advertising, basically. This video will probably get less than 60 views. So less than 60 people would see what I just described. What's it going to hurt? Those 60 people are mainly family members and friends. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to hurt their intellectual property? I'll give you the answer. Fuck all. So that's about it for this rant. It went a little bit longer than I expected it to, which I'm happy about. It's given a description of what I feel is wrong with copyrights. Yes, you want to protect what's yours, but at the same time, do you have to take the piss every single time someone a fan of something that you've produced is either copied or yes, the term is in the title, copyright. It's your right to stop people copying it, but at the same time, you want fans. I want fans of this Moaning Show. Like I said earlier, I've got dedicated fans for this channel. But at the same time, I would love for the amount of people watching this video to gain me £200 per week. It would be fantastic. I could purchase better equipment. I could maybe even finance my life. I would love for this to be a career. But unless I gain sponsorship and 10,000 views per video, maybe even more than that, that's not going to happen. This is a hobby, and this is also my intellectual property. So I thank you very much for watching this episode of The Moaning Show. I hope it's not been too drastic a turn from what I usually do, but I just wanted to get my thoughts and opinions across, and that's what The Moaning Show is all about. Anyway, see you next time for more. Bye-bye.